Hello and welcome back to Exothermic Plays Games. I'm Exothermic and the date today is Thursday, August 28th, 2024. I've been doing a countdown of my favorite video games of all time through each day of the year, and coming in at number 125 is Civilization Revolution. Sid Meier's Civilization is a storied franchise known for long, drawn-out gameplay with tons of nuance and depth and intense strategy. People talk about staying up for hours because they just had to play one more turn, which turns into 40 more turns. I ranked Civilization 3 as my 210th favorite game, and there's more left to rank on the list, but CivRev has done something pretty impressive. Most Civilization games are generally relegated to PC. Honestly, I'm not sure why. It's turn-based and not actually that intense graphically. Maybe there's more to rendering tons of units on giant maps with these games than I assume, or maybe it's because it took a while for consoles to have online capabilities up to snuff for the multiplayer in a game like this. But this Civilization game is the first one on consoles, and it's great. Games are much quicker, but you don't really sacrifice that much depth. You generally move through ages a bit faster than in the full-scale games, and the maps are significantly smaller, but it's still a lot of fun to scratch the Civilization itch. Start off as one of several historical leaders and build your civilization up over thousands of years. Like all games in the franchise, there's several ways to win, whether it be through military might, cultural influence, economic domination, or scientific prowess. There's different ages you progress through, and as each age starts, you'll gain a different bonus based on your civilization. That's where the depth is a bit lesser, as there's not that many differences in tech trees and units and things of that nature from different civilizations. And while there's some small things, most people just get those small passive bonuses. In this particular game, I played as the Germans and decided to get aggressive early on due to a passive military bonus I have at the very start. That went decently against the French until I couldn't crack Paris's walls. I probably should have beaten France right then and there, but I forgot all about forming armies until later in the game. It's done a little differently in CivRev than in Civilization 3, so when I first tried to do it, I thought I just couldn't. If you have 3 of the same units stacked on top of each other in the same space, you can form them into an army combining their strengths. After my failed military conquest, I finished exploring the continent and brokered treaties with a handful of other civilizations. Unsure of where to go from there, I decided flexibility was my best option and began focusing on gold and production output. You can set your cities to focus on different things for how best to utilize their resources, whether it be gold, production, food, or science. By pumping out gold in production, I could finish buildings and upgrades within each city much faster, and spend the gold to rush to completion. This let me actually get a decent number of wonders, like the Great Wall of China, completed, and even brought great people into my cities. Wonders provide an immediate bonus that lasts until another civilization researches a specific piece of technology. For example, the Great Wall of China forced everyone to offer me peace treaties until someone discovered engineering. While that bonus will no longer apply after then, it does still count towards your progress to a cultural victory. Debating between culture and money, I decided to go after money. Once I received a great person that allowed me to spend them to instantly gain control of another city, it was clear to me what route to take. Great people can live in one of your cities, providing a passive bonus in that city for the rest of the game, or can be consumed to give an immediate effect right then and there, but then you don't get the long-term benefits. Taking other cities without having to invest in military units was extremely helpful in building up a robust economy, while being able to cut corners and still be able to defend everything. From there, I was able to keep enough armies stationed in most of my cities to keep them safe from attackers, and otherwise hoard all of the money like a dragon, and then build the World Bank. Less like a dragon. Winning the game! Maybe like a dragon. Civilization Revolution doesn't necessarily have all of the bells and whistles of the full numbered titles, but it has all of the important things and is a way to enjoy the game in much smaller portions, but still in a way that feels like you get to really branch out and explore different areas and strategies and really kind of dive into how each civilization can function differently. Due to the accessibility of it, it's actually the Civilization game I've played by far the most, balancing scratching all of the itches I have for a 4X game, while not demanding too much of my time. There's another one that I've played a good amount though, and it definitely does more. But until then, you can join me tomorrow as I talk about my 124th favorite game, where if I finally remember to bring it to my big annual HeroClix trip next year, the case will be autographed, and that's cool.